Hello and welcome. My name is Carsten Lützen. I'm an Agile coach and a Scrum Master. Today I'll share a pretty nice exercise that I learned from one of my co-workers, Flemming. If you like these videos, please subscribe and share. That would be super awesome. Many of us have a gut feeling of what is success and what does success look like, but actually sharing that and articulating that is not that trivial. And Flemming has this great, rather simple exercise that really gets people thinking. And this doesn't matter if it's team or if it's leaders or if it's entire departments, but helping them to figure out what does success actually look like and what is it that we are treating as a success. So what we do in this exercise is we distill it down into 3 different categories. Time, so if we have a deadline, so it needs to be done by this date. Scope being the resources we put into it, the people we put into it, the problem that we're solving, and then this last one, the actual business outcome. So do we actually solve the underlying need? And then having discussions about these different combinations of these 3 parameters. There are not that many, and some of them are obvious and people agree on those quite fast. So for instance, if we do not meet time, if we do not deliver on scope, and we do not solve the business outcome, most people would say that's clearly not a success. What if we deliver on time, we deliver on scope, but we do not, if I can get this off, we do not deliver on business outcome? Is that then a success? Some would argue yes, some would argue no. Some would look at the KPIs or the OKRs or the things that we're measuring and say maybe or yes. Or if, of course, all of these 3 things are met, people also tend to agree that that is definitely a success. And having people in smaller groups to discuss some of these is super rewarding and really gets people to think, what is it that we are actually rewarding? For instance, if we go back to this one, this would classically be seen as success because we delivered on time, we delivered what we agreed to, but we did not solve the business outcome. These 2 are met, so this in many setups would be deemed a success, even though that looking at it from afar maybe doesn't make sense. Or if we actually meet the business outcome, but in some other way, is that then a success? It's on time, we solve the business outcome, but done in some other scope, with some other scope than what we agreed to. And again, go through these combinations, have people talking, and then start to fill out maybe a table or something like that, and use 1, 2 for all, for instance, to have these discussions and have people fill it out. So that was it. I'm hoping that you also have some great tips and tricks on how to talk about what is success actually in our team and in our setup, and then that you're willing to share it. That would be super awesome. And if you have comments or questions, ideas or feedback to these videos, please let me know either in a comment or in a message. That would be quite awesome. That's it for me. Have a super awesome day.